Welcome. Have a seat. I'm Yanfei, Liyue's premier legal advisor. What can I help you with today? Oh, traveler? What brings you to me today? Appraisals, huh? Sounds like fun. Allow me to present these documents to their appropriate owner and we can go through with what you have. I just need to arrange and sign them quickly. I hope you don't mind the wait. Excellent. You can help yourself to tea if you'd like. It's through the door to your left. If you don't mind just watching, I won't argue. Now that these are in order, you can accompany me if you'd like. It isn't very far. It's actually right near One-Man Restaurant. You aren't required to go if you don't want to, though. There's plenty of books to keep you busy here. With me you shall go, then. Ah, another wonderful day. Perhaps it'll stay this way and I can read late into the night. This case? It's a rather large one. As you can tell by the size of the contract, it's an issue with a commercial dispute. Contracts were not drawn up, people were left with questions, and with no contract, they were left without any answers. This left a stale taste in the business partner's mouth, and they've decided to come to me to resolve it. The owner of the business the suit is being filed against isn't a bad person. In fact, they're very new to the business practices in Liyue. That being said, they tried doing something big by themselves and ended up in quite the mess. This is a situation where legality and morality do not mix very well. It's good to find a compromise where you can with this type of thing. So I drew up this contract and have discussed with the other party how they can proceed. It's right over there. I'll go ahead and deliver this. Hello, Mr. Zhang. I've come to deliver the contract and some assorted documents that I'm going to need you to look over. It's a lengthy contract, but I will come back tomorrow so you can have plenty of time to look it over. If you'd be so kind as to give me a signature here. And another signature here. Initial here. Here. And I'll need the date right here. That's all I need from you as of today. I will be back tomorrow to collect the larger contract and make copies. If you have any questions before then, don't hesitate to ask. I'll be in my office for my normal business hours. I'll be seeing you soon then. Yes, I decided that he could keep the contract overnight. It would be awfully rude of me to make you sit through an explanation of that contract. It would have taken well over an hour. That being said, he may visit my office at any time today, so I don't have to stretch out the appraisals for too long. I figured they won't take too long anyway. How many items did you bring? That is a bit more than I expected, but it's not outside of my range of expertise. I have a general understanding of most Liyue specialties, so we can take a closer look once we get back. That being said, what made you want to get so many things appraised? Are you running low on Mora? It's not a problem I would think you'd have considering how many missions you take on from the guild. You're very popular in Liyue. Though, I would need to research more about your popularity in Mondstadt. You just had a slow day? Getting items appraised on a slower day seems out of character for you. If you really are low on Mora, you don't have to keep it a secret. In fact, I can offer you financial advice if you need it. I'm excellent with numbers. You just know I like appraising? That is true, but I'm perplexed as to why you would go through the trouble of gathering all of these things you have just to entertain me. It seems like such a roundabout way of asking to visit. To reserve a spot, I suppose I am usually very busy, but you happen to come on a slower day for me, so if a visit is what you're looking for, we can skip the appraisal entirely and have tea if you'd like. You did already bring a large bag here. If you don't think it would be a bore to death, then I wouldn't mind still doing it, and I'll do it free of charge. It will pass the time, and I'll get to spend my day researching market values. What fun! we're almost back, so when we get in, I can take a closer look at what you have for me. Oh, I can also find sellers that may be interested in whatever it is that you've gathered. So your time gathering won't have been a complete waste. Right, so I have some books that I'll need to find. They contain the approximate values of some of the most traded goods in Liyue Harbor. I have some spare sheets that I keep around that I have updated rates on as well. They should all be on the shelf next to my desk, so now that we're here, you could take a seat and show me what you have. This is quite the bag that you have here. You have several different types of items here, ranging from ore to, well, it looks like a bunch of different ingredients. This will be an excellent way for me to brush up on my appraisal. First, I'll separate them into categories. I'll show you my process, and maybe you can learn a little bit while you're here. You have quite a bit of ore here, all different kinds as well. Iron chunks, both varieties. Oh, crystal chunks. Star silver as well. Very nice. Oh, one more. Noctilicus Jade. The market value for this is very steady. Very much a solid ore to pick up for trading or selling. The same is to be said about core lapis, but it doesn't look like you've brought any for me today. Star Conch, did you enjoy your trip to the beach? It looks like that's all that's in this bag. We can get started on the appraisal. Oh? Another bag? This one is much smaller. What else have you brought me? Let's see. Despite being so small, you managed to fit quite a bit in it. I can appreciate how well you packed the glazed lilies. They are very fragile, and their value will go down if they are damaged. These will sell well by the port, actually. If you'd like, I can help you find a spot to get all of this off of your hands. I know many of the merchants that regularly sell there, so it won't be difficult. Anyway, let's take a look at what else you've brought me. I see silk flowers, Genshin flowers, and violet grass. We don't see this too often traded or sold, despite it being a local to Liyue. I may have to do some research on that one, but I'll get to that soon. We have some wheat as well. Very common. You may just want to keep this for yourself and make a loaf of bread. Same with these almonds. They would make a good adventuring snack. Alright, it seems I've reached the bottom of the bag. Anything else you might have? Alright, we can get started. I'll value some of the more common items first. I can start with the wheat if you really want me to. It's about a bundle, just a little more actually, which goes for about 100 mora. It's a decent bundle, so theoretically you could find someone to purchase it, but I'm not sure if you'd consider it worth your time. You can put it back in the bag. Next we have the Genshin flowers. These are a commonly sold item. They go for around 600 mora. That being said, you have about 5 here. Again, since it's so common, you wouldn't be making a large profit, but it can at least pay for the time that you took to find them. The same goes for the silk flowers. I can absolutely guarantee that they'll sell, just not for a lot. Unlike what we've seen thus far, the glazed lilies you acquired are worth a pretty penny. Absolutely. Miss Bai sells them for 50,000 mora, and they do sell. You can sell them for a little bit less to assure a quick sale, or you can sell directly to Miss Bai. She would buy them for about the same price. That being said, if you sold them to her, you wouldn't have to deal with any competition. She's also very kind, so I recommend not trying to take a slice of her profits. We can move on to the larger ore now. You've brought me quite the range, so I will do my best. The main difference between ore and flowers is their prices change almost daily, so I may have to do some research. Standard grade iron ore has never gone for more than 1,000 mora per chunk, unless it is especially large, but those are few and far in between. White iron chunks hover at around 1,000 to 1,500 mora. How do I know these? Well, I deal with all walks of life in Liyue, from business owners to merchants to small families. I've helped them all. Often, even after they've paid for their service, they offer help or advice. That leaves me with a well-rounded knowledge base. Plus, as you said earlier, I love appraising. As odd of a hobby as it is, it keeps me in the know regarding the market in Liyue, and it keeps me thinking. I'm glad you understand. Maybe you are a bit smarter than you look. I'm only kidding. back to business. For this star silver ore, the price fluctuates more. The value is higher since it's more difficult to mine, and the environment it's found in is less than optimal. That being said, I've seen it start at 5,000 mora, but let me check my papers for its current value. It says here that during the winter season, when less adventurers travel through that area, the value goes up about 3,000 mora. That's a pretty sizable increase. If you want my recommendation, I would say save this until the winter months to see a higher profit. Then again, I'm sure you don't have a ton of room to hold on to ore in your home. These crystal chunks, though very beautiful, aren't all too rare. Their value lies at about 2,000 mora, which isn't awful considering you've brought me about 6. You can get a nice meal and then some with that. Or visit the night market and really get your money's worth on marked down items. And last but not least, this Noctilicus Jade. Such a gorgeous stone and very much in high demand. I helped a merchant just earlier this week with something and he showed me some of the jade he had available. It's truly a marvelous stone. The look, the feel, it's a very elegant gem. It's strong as well. I did write down some information on it somewhere here. Oh, nope, not that one. Here we are. As of 2 days ago, a Noctilicus Jade ore chunk had a selling price of 12,000 mora. The market changes daily, so this is an estimate. We can head to the merchants area toward the docks and see what today's selling price is. Hello? I'll be with you in just a moment. That is the business owner I delivered the contract to earlier today. They more than likely have some questions. Excuse me for just a minute. Hello, I'm working with a client currently, but I'm just finishing up now. If you'd like, you can take a seat right there. Fortunately, we got to assess and appraise all of the items you brought to me today. I had a lot of fun. Next time, you should bring me any artifacts or trinkets that you find during your exploration. I'd love to do some digging on their value. That being said, it would be impolite and unprofessional to leave them waiting for too long. So, I'm afraid I have to kick you out. It's actually against the law for you to be in here while I'm with another client. As a professional, I must keep everything confidential. If you were to hear about something personal and tell, it would ruin my integrity. Plus, you have 2 bags of items to sell. Knowing the market, you'll be able to sell these by the end of the day. But you can only do that if you get to the harbor soon. So I'll be seeing you. Let me know how it goes, okay? Bye-bye! Hey guys, this is GentleGF. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. There you'll find new news, polls, and much more. If you enjoy my work, consider sending me a coffee with the link in the description. Thank you so much. Mwah.